Let's start straight away this video with one of the most beautiful towns of Andalusia, in the southernmost or one of the southernmost points of Andalusia, that is Cádiz. Why? Because of the beautiful historical center. It's really a little gem. And then you have two fantastic beaches, two of the most beautiful actually, again in Andalusia. Then you have a castle, you have catacombs, you have a cathedrals of course, and you have so many things. Plus, you can have some of the best food here in Andalusia. What do you want more?
So you do it okay, feeling okay, so stay apart, feeling okay, so you're traveling, cause it will do it apart, feeling great, so stay apart, feeling great, so you're traveling, your cause it will do it apart, 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 traveling, your cause it will do it apart.
If you made it to Andalusia, you should plan at least 3 or 4 days in the Costa del Sol. There are many places you can stay. Of course, Malaga is probably the most famous city and one of my favorite places to stay here in Costa del Sol. I've actually dedicated a full video to Costa del Sol that you can see in the video description. Another of my favorite towns is Estepona, that you see here on my back. And the main reason is that it's so characteristic. The old town, the historic center, is so beautiful with tiny houses, narrow streets, plenty of colors. It's really what you expect from a Spanish village. Absolutely stunning. The beach is very long and wide, so you have all of the components to have a fantastic stay here in the Costa del Sol. Another village I suggest is Casares, which is not actually on the coast. It's about 20 minutes from the coast, but it's one of the most traditional villages that you can find here in Andalusia. You see how many possibilities you have in Costa del Sol. Definitely a must-see in your Andalusia itinerary.
Feel alive, yeah. Feel alive. On the top of your toes, on the tip of my nose, in the dress that you wore last night, in my messy bed with your playful hands and the naked cries we fired. I feel alive.
How could I not mention in this video the capital of Andalusia, which is Sevilla. Absolutely stunning city with an incredible mix of architecture present into the city. From Renaissance to Baroque, you find really every kind of style in this city, which is fantastic. And once you are in the city, you must visit the largest Gothic cathedral in the world. And then also the Royal Alcala's Palace, which is one of the finest examples of Moorish architecture. But it's not only about historical architecture. There are also fantastic examples of new and modern architecture, like the Metropole Parasol, which was finished to build only in 2011, so just over 10 years ago. So plenty of things and places to visit. But once you are there, you should also check out the incredible range of tapas and places that you can eat in the city. Actually, if you ask a local, they say that the tapas were invented there in Sevilla. Is it true? Put in the comment if you know the real answer. But certainly Sevilla was the birthplace of flamenco, and that's where you should at least check out one of the shows, if not actually enroll to one of the classes, because this is the place to be for flamenco.
See me home. I'm feeling all of this with you.
Another great place to stay and visit in Andalusia is Ronda, which is a town located between Malaga and Cádiz. 1 hour and a half from each of these two towns. It's a beautiful old town. It's located on top of a huge rock with an incredible gorge that you can look into. Highly suggested to stay and visit. And surely it's much better to stay here at least 1 or 2 nights, because this place is packed with tourism, but they are mostly day trippers from either Cádiz, from Malaga, from Sevilla. I was able to find this little square with nobody around, but I tell you, there are plenty of people around. But they all go back to their own accommodation, and then you will have Ronda just by yourself during the night. How could I not mention Cordoba in this list of places to stay and visit in Andalucia? Absolutely stunning historical center made of small lanes, little squares and incredible beautiful backyards inside the palaces. And then Mezquita, the iconic mosque of Cordoba. The town itself is a great mix of Moorish, Spanish and Roman culture. In fact, Cordoba was used by the Roman to deliver all of the Spanish oil to the Roman Empire and to Rome itself. And the Roman architecture is still present in Cordoba, with a stunning bridge and a Roman temple. Cordoba is quite a sizable town actually, but you will feel like in a small village more than in a big city. And of course, all around Cordoba you will find plenty of tapas places where you can enjoy a fabulous night with incredible wine. Back in the south of Andalucia, I am now in Jerez de la Frontera, a beautiful town with an incredible mix of architecture from Moorish to Gothic. I am actually at the moment exploring the Alcázar, the old fortress, mostly created in a Muslim architecture. But then on the back you probably can see the cathedral of Jerez de la Frontera. Two stunning types of architecture just shoulder to shoulder. But Jerez is also famous for its sherry, one of the best actually here in Spain. There are a few places where you can test the sherry or you can have a tour as well. And then at night book your show for flamenco. Jerez is very similar to Ronda in a way that during the day has plenty of tourists around, mostly coming on day trips from Cádiz, from Sevilla. But then in the late afternoon they all go back to their own destinations and you will have Jerez de la Frontera just by yourself with only a bunch of travelers around. Probably the best way to enjoy this beautiful town, the fantastic historical center, and also have a walk into the mercado, the local market of the town. I personally suggest to spend at least a couple of nights in Jerez de la Frontera. It's well connected by public transportation, very easy to get around. I actually drove my car here from Cádiz and decided to stay a couple of days. Absolutely love the place.
Today, wakey wake, such a lovely summer day. Sunlight pours on your smiling face. Make you some tea as you crawl beneath the sheets, begging please let me sleep some more. I guess it's still so soon, but I keep falling for your eyes.
Before revealing the little gem of Andalusia, let me talk about Granada, the last of the 7 places I suggest to stay here in Andalusia. Granada, of course, is famous for the Alhambra, which is the Moorish fortress. Built on the hills of Granada is one of the most famous actual attractions of Spain. And then you can explore the Albaicin, the old Muslim quarter of Granada, absolutely stunning. And then you can go to Alcaicera, which is a fantastic mercado. It's one of the best markets actually in Andalusia. It's unmissable. There are plenty of universities in Granada, which means lots of students and one of the best nightlife in Andalusia. And also, if you visit Granada in winter, you may think also to go to Sierra Nevada, which is a fantastic spot for skiing.
You close my eyes, 'cause you know that I give you all that I got. A song for your love, a song from the heart. I'll try.
Another little gem that is Barbate. It's a small town, one of the southernmost points of Spain, absolutely stunning. It has a long history of tuna fishing. In fact, it was the capital of tuna fishing back in the days, not anymore. Beautiful beach, lovely old town, plenty of bars and restaurants. That's why you want to come just for the day trip.